As I said, we're going to talk to you about what's happening overseas after the attack, whether you want to call it attempted attack or attack, the intention from Iran over the weekend to attack on Israeli soil, well defended by the Israelis and by their allies, including the United States. Now what? What meetings have you been having today in Washington, member of Armed Services? Where is this all going?
Well, that's a fundamental question. The ball is in Israel's court. They've been cautioned to not create a broad war in the region, which they could if they decide to strike out against Iran in Iran. We'll see what happens. But what is really, really troublesome is what is not happening here in Washington, D.C. We're now almost 11 months since the Congress of the United States has authorized any additional assistance for Ukraine. And the testimony that we've received from the leadership of the American military is that Ukraine absolutely has to have American support now. That if they don't get it within a very, very short period of time, as in weeks, Ukraine may very well fail for lack of ammunition.
Well, that's foreign aid bill would be Israel aid too, right, Congressman? So it'd be, but it's both, though.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Well, it is Israel, it's humanitarian aid, and it's also assistance for Taiwan. So you have Taiwan, Ukraine, Israel, humanitarian aid, and the Speaker of the House and the Republicans are simply not acting. It is a terrible situation in which Ukraine may very well lose because Speaker Johnson doesn't have the courage to stand up for what he knows must be done. He thinks his job is more important than the future of Ukraine. Ukraine falls, we are in serious trouble in Europe. Clearly, Russia has stated publicly, Putin has made it clear, what his intention is to rebuild the Warsaw Pact, which means the Eastern European countries that are presently part of NATO. And clearly, the signal to China is America will not stand by its allies, in that case, Taiwan. We have to get this done. Speaker Johnson has to get his big boy pants on and stand up for Ukraine, plain and simple.
How much time do you have? If he
doesn't get it done this week, then we're looking for 2 weeks out.
Yeah, so you go 2 weeks out.
There is no time available.
So in other words, Ukraine loses this war. I mean, if they don't get the money almost immediately, how long does Ukraine have left from what you're hearing and people you're talking to, do you think? How long can they hang on?
Testimony by the combat commander for the European theater said it is a matter of a few weeks, meaning 3-4 weeks maximum. Otherwise, they won't have the munitions to fight back. Already, Russia is sending 5 artillery shells into Ukraine for every 1 artillery shell that Ukraine is able to send back against those Russian artilleries. That's 5 to 1. That is a losing ratio. No army, Ukraine or the United States Army, can withstand for long that kind of deficit in firepower. But that's the real situation that Ukraine is facing.
And what about the situation there? Are they going to bring a bill with just Israeli aid and no Ukraine aid? I mean, what are they going to do?
The Speaker has put forward about a dozen pieces of legislation. Not one of those provide financial assistance, military assistance to Ukraine, to Israel, to Taiwan, or humanitarian aid. They are just a bunch of talking points. It is absolutely, perhaps politically, unless you look at what they are not doing, politically, oh, we're taking all of this action. You know, they're condemning this or that. They're condemning Iran. But the reality is, show me the money.
Yeah.
There is no money here. There is no real assistance. All it is a bunch of talking points that at the end of the day has no effect whatsoever on the course of events in Israel, the course of events for the humanitarian food and supplies necessary in Gaza, and just as important, or perhaps more important at all, is the necessary munitions and equipment that Ukraine must have now, in order to sustain themselves against the Russian onslaught, which is coming. It is springtime. The summer offense will be underway. And so, Speaker Johnson, what are you doing? Nothing except a lot of talk.
Thanks so much for watching. Just go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.